So my name is Rachel and I work with flu and COVID patients. I don't like because I'm afraid of mercury, and I also have an egg allergy, which can make it very risky for me to take immunizations. So today I'm going to be doing a flu inoculation on myself. I filled 1 capsule, since I'm flu A positive, halfway with saliva that contains flu type A from my own body, and I'm going to ingest it real quick.
Let me get you some water. Get it down.
Yep, this specimen is safe. I don't have any kind of previous documented illnesses of any kind, and it is my own specimen, so it's safe for me to take. I just self-inoculated through the GI tract. By not allowing the specimen to dissolve through my stomach acid, it'll inoculate me through my GI system, and I will effectively get over flu type A without any issues or without a flu shot, but instead through inoculation.
Now, that is an enterically coated capsule designed not to dissolve in the stomach, but to make it to the small intestine.
I use an enteric coated capsule. This is used in various medications, and they're easily available. And this is so that it does not dissolve in the stomach acid, but instead makes it all the way to the GI tract. Thank you for your time today.
No, do me a favor, fill up 1 more capsule, and then I'll wash it off, okay?
All right, we're gonna fill up 1 more capsule. You want me to fill it up and take it?
No, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna immunize myself.
I'm gonna now have my dad take part of my specimen, since I've already been checked for multiple illnesses, including HIV, herpes, and all that, which I'm all negative for. He's a physician, and he's going to self-inoculate himself since we're living in the same household, and since I am contagious with flu type A, as indicated by a rapid flu test. So I'm going to take my enteric coated capsule, and I'm going to take a saliva specimen and fill it up halfway through, and then he's going to take it on camera through GI inoculation.
All right, now, let me hop in front of that camera. All right? Okay. Here I am. Okay, each year, between 100 million and 500 million people get influenza A. Fortunately, not a whole lot of people, maybe 20, 30,000 people die from influenza A. It's not but there is a lot of sickness associated with it. Now, as you're quite aware, they do have flu vaccines. The problem is, flu keeps going around despite the flu vaccine. Because even though they try to cover, a lot of the serotypes, the other serotypes are not covered. Now, there is some research with Vaxart that shows by taking oral agents that carry the flu virus that you can produce an immunity. Well, this is different because Vaxart does not use live virus, and Vaxart does not use the actual virus that is the infecting vector. So we are familiar that flu causes sore throats, that causes runny nose, stuffy eyes, all that stuff. And I'm not interested in, I'm a busy person like you. I don't want to have runny nose, sore throats, etc. Instead, I want to allow the virus, the influenza virus, to make it to my small intestine, where I can make a very good mucosal defense to this particular serotype of the influenza. Why is this an important influenza serotype? Because it's actually going around in my household. So, you know, this is not just some theoretical serotype. This is the serotype that my daughter actually has. Now, what I'm going to try to do is swallow this thing before it melts. Now, if you're watching what I did, I washed that capsule off with water before I swallowed it. Now I'm gonna go and I'll use like a scope to clean my mouth out. I knew that my daughter didn't have an active herpes infection, didn't have any other infections going on, that the only thing she had contact was influenza A that was community acquired. This should not be done by people who don't understand the issues or the facts. You're not allowed to do this yourself, la-di-da. But that is probably the first time in probably is the first time in world history that an ordinary person has taken influenza type A in an enteric-coated capsule. If I had to do it again, I probably would have put it in like 2 or 3 capsules to make it better enteric-coated. You got time to give me another sample, Rachel? Give me another sample over here, and then I'll clean out my mouth. Give me one more sample. I'm going to double coat this next capsule, okay?
Do you have water?
Here, yeah, I've got water. So if you'll spit in one of them, then I'll coat it with another one before, because they're very sensitive to water.
Yeah.
They begin to melt real quick. These are enteric coated. They're gelatin capsules. Hopefully they'll reach all the way down to my small intestine. Stomach acid typically degrades proteins, and very few of the actual virus particles can actually make it to the small intestine when you swallow them, and they're not enterically coated. Now, I'm going to get the other sample here in just a minute. Remember, most of these virus particles are water soluble. If they weren't water soluble, they could never reach the mucosa, la-di-da, okay? So, fixing to have my next sample of influenza A to swallow.
Sorry, I wanted to wash my mouth out because I was eating on peanut butter.
Okay, yeah, I have peanut allergy. I don't like that. How's it going? Just a little dab. Then double seal it again. Can you seal it twice?
Yeah, will you give me another capsule?
Yeah, I'll give you another capsule. Here you go. All right. So really what we're dealing with here is that so many viruses are both respiratory as well as GI. Many viruses can grow in the GI tract without causing a lot of symptoms, and that GI tract can make outstanding mucosal defense. So if we can eliminate the access of the dual infected respiratory/intestinal virus and get it past the respiratory system just to the intestinal system, then it raises the possibility of having very simple, accurate, easy ways of producing immunity, even to common things like influenza. Now, I have practiced oral live
Here's
immunity.
double-coated.
This is double coated. Now, did we wash this off? Just run it in. Look, here it is. I'm going to dip it in water. Let's see. Is that? Yeah, I think it is. It's dipped. I'm going to swallow some water. I got a little water here. Now, in just a minute, I will go and I will rinse my mouth out with scope or something that has regular ethanol, try to clean any type of mucosa. There's always a risk that some of the virus got on my mouth. Rachel, can I use, do I have permission to use your first name?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, just first name only. Rachel has not been coughing. I should not have the respiratory version yet. She's very early in her diagnosis, and her positive influenza A was done about just 3 or 4 hours ago, something like that? 3 hours ago.
25 hours ago.
Yeah, contact was about 25 hours ago. So she has a proven influenza A based on the rapid test. So I've swallowed not one but 2, and it should be interesting. We'll see. I expect it will go very well. We also know that people have accidentally had close contact. They've kissed their wife or they've kissed their girlfriend, and their girlfriend might have had influenza A in their mouth. But I'm the first person, perhaps in history, to ever take influenza in an enteric-coated capsule. And it has great potential, great possibilities, and I consider it very safe research. risk-benefit ratio is favorable. So that being said, we'll check back later and see how it goes. Thank you and have a great day.